Just let me bring my microphone close to my face. Oh my lord, people, I gotta tell you guys, it feels like it's been an eternity, alright? But I'll come out and say it. You know, I think Genshin is on a steady trend again. People are generally happy, and of course, I'm happy. For the most part, I've been happy. I haven't really had many issues with Genshin, I'll be honest with you. We've had ups and downs. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I love every bit of Genshin, but for the most part, what got me into Genshin has consistently been able to keep me invested, interest. Oh, we're not even on the right all right, here we go. Here we go. Much better, right? So, what's gotten me into Genshin has kept me well engaged, and I find that every patch there's always something to make sure that I don't quit. All right, you know, and forevermore says this music is so ominous. Yeah, ominous. Yeah, it is, and it just got me feeling like kind of starting the stream off with a little bit of sauce, a little bit of something. And when I say sauce, I mean maybe some walrus hot takes. I don't know if this is a hot take. I think Genshin, for the most part, I want to make sure that people don't get the wrong idea. All right, if you are playing Genshin right now and you see content creators being like, "Oh my God, Genshin has finally started," you know, feeling amazing again or stuff. I just gotta first and foremost say something, which is Genshin has always been like this. All right, this has always been Genshin's bread and butter. The way they deliver content, the way, name one Archon quest that hasn't been somewhat good, right? I think people find that Genshin feels like it's been in a slump is because they haven't given us an Archon quest in a really long time, and now they're dropping Archon quests back to back, which ends up making you feel like, oh wow, this is this is some quality stuff. In fact, this is what they've been doing since the beginning. What's your Discord, Walrus? Discord's down below. If you guys, is there a link? Yeah, there's a link. If you go down in the description, you can check out the Discord. Yeah, join the Discord. But where was I? I was saying, yeah, Hoyoverse has the tendency to, how should I say this? Artificially make themselves look bad just so they can then make themselves look good again. So I don't suggest you guys get way too excited and start hyping things up, being like, oh my God, this is, well, Genshin is a good game. During its downtime, during its high time, it's still a good game. It's just that there's less of it for us to enjoy during its low period, and then now there's maybe a little more. Arguably, the fact that 2.7 is still a filler patch, so even if the Archon quest slaps, even if the event is giving you good gems and you're getting lucky with the characters, right? Yellen is a great character. It's still is a filler patch. I don't know how else to put it. I think people are somewhat happy with what we're getting. It's because that we've been dealing with the low period for so long that now this feels good. You know what I'm saying? We've been dealing with the bad for so long that this is starting to like whatever we're getting now, whatever this is, starts to feel good and acceptable. And I don't want to like poop on people's parties and parades and be like, no, you gotta. I'm just saying, don't let this take away from the problems, right? I do think we're on course to having some amazing patches ahead of us. It's only gonna keep getting better, people. So if you're happy now, hold on to your trousers, because if you haven't experienced region releases and major patches hitting, there's another thing coming for you, all right? So for the most part, though, I think Genshin slow patches are fine. It's whatever. Yeah, there's a lack of things to do, but it's mostly because content creators want to have things to talk and do for the game. For the most part, players don't really ever run out of things to do, because at the end of the day, you still need to keep getting better artifacts. I'll keep saying this now. Almost every almost every account review that I looked at have issues with artifacts that people need to pay more attention to and need to be able to divert more resources into figuring that out. All right, it's no account is perfect. Of course, artifact is that one factor that everyone can continuously go back to and work on, and I do urge people to spend the time, the effort. For free to plays, I mean, even for whales, this is going to be a long process that you work on this stuff. It's not something that you just try to get it done in a week, a month, even 2 months. There's no way. You just can't do it. All right, it's not possible. You need to be able to go away, sit down for months at a time to work on your artifacts, to have something to show for it at the end of, let's say, 6 months. So start now. No, really. You guys might think, well, that's, that's cute, right? I was like, no, I'm really start now. If you want to better your account, if you want to see good improvement, if you want to really play the game of Genshin like how it was designed to be, just start working on it, man. Like, I know people be like, oh, but it's so RNG, it's such a waste. What if I don't get any good ones? Welcome to the game, baby. Welcome to the game. Welcome to Genshin Impact. No, really. You can come back and eventually say like, oh well, it took me 8 months to farm up one team of god tier characters. That's when you can truly say I've experienced Genshin from the inside out and outside in. Genshin has filled me down to my to the last crevice, all right? May sound a little nasty, but that's just how it is. RNG, what makes this game fun, in my opinion. That is true. Even though it's artificial, RNG is what keeps this game, keeps you on your toes. You can literally be having the worst day ever. Okay, maybe not ever, because the worst day ever, probably somebody, kicked the bucket. So I'm not going to wish that on anybody, but you might be having a bad day. And you can come back, not expecting anything, just doing your routine, and this artifact just drops. 4-piece rolled goblet, for example, like for your Raiden Shogun, an attack percentage goblet. 4-piece rolled, crit rate, crit damage, energy regen, and what's the last one? And it elemental mastery, and it rolls perfectly into crit rate, crit damage, and you just jizz all over your phone, console, controller, keyboard, whatever you play this game on. Nintendo Switch, if you're feeling hopeful, you might be 10 years from now, you might be gaming on your Nintendo Switch with 15 FPS, right? I'm just telling you, it hits different. So I think a lot of people chase after that high. For people who are watching right now, how many people have gotten one of those artifacts and literally, it turns your day around, it turns your week around for some people, because that's months. For some people, that's almost a years of hard work paying off in that one moment. And I can't stress this enough. Genshin is meant to be a game that is played over a very, very long stretch of your time. You cannot, even if you have money, let's say you have $1 million to spend on this game right now, you just can't. Even till the end of the week, there's a high chance you can't, you can probably have C6R5 characters, but people, even free-to-plays, who started a month ago might have better stuff than the guy who can drop $1 million into Genshin today. Why? Because the free-to-plays have devoted time. And that's one thing we don't give Hoyoverse enough credit for, is that they respect the time that you have put it in. If you spread it out over a long period of time, they don't let whales just come in and whale their way out of every problem. Yes, they can whale their way out of a lot of issues in the game, but the one thing they can't whale themselves out of is artifact RNG. In fact, arguably the whales have it even tougher than free-to-plays. imagine dumping what? I think if you want to full resin refill every single day, it's gonna cost you $100 something US a month to do it. Since for whale standards, it's not expensive, but it's just like, so what if you have the money, right? You can't buy yourself out of this one. Really, you can't. So look, for people who are new, look at Kwangbe. Says, I only got 150 CV artifact in 20 months. Now, I don't know how long Kwangbe farms or how often Kwangbe farms, but it can happen. It can happen. And Zach here says, my Zhao Goblet is what made me get him instead of Yellen. I got it right after the update. So if you guys, you don't know, today we're looking at Zach's account, right? Why am I talking about this is because I want to give you guys some context. Zach, can you kind of tell chat, how long have you been playing this game? How often do you play it? What do you do mostly in a day? And we'll kind of go off of Zach and give you guys an idea of what maybe you can look towards for somebody who is invested into the game. Right. I think there's one thing that I realized people do not have an unrealistic expectation for the game, and that is artifact RNG. Zach has been playing since patch 2.1. That is Ayaka? Is it? Was 2.1 Ayaka? Or Raiden Shogun? Raiden was 2.1. Okay, so it was Raiden. Okay, so that was rough. That was on Raiden banner. Interesting. So been playing since then. Basically every day. All right, let's see. Chat. Raiden was my first 5-star character. What a 5-star to get, right? Javelin Dungog says, I played on Hu Tao rerun. I have 53 CV artifact. Okay. So you see, RNG is a tricky thing, isn't it? Somebody could literally have been playing since a month ago and they can probably have better artifacts than somebody who's been playing for over a year. Just saying. But of course, the strength of a team oftentimes is the cumulative strength of all 4 of your characters. Doesn't matter if your Raiden is cracked to the teeth, but if your Sara is due to your Venti sucks and your Bennett is like level 25, not gonna really make it happen, right? Put hard work into all 4 of your characters. Maybe one is a little more than everything else because they're the main focus. In this case, the Raiden Shogun is your main focus. Hey, you know, you're gonna be a happy player. Let's take a look at their character archive. So you can tell on this person started playing on. My God, my brain just had a brain fart. It's like 7/28. What is 7/28? That's July 28th. They started playing July 28th, 2021. 1 more month, and they would have been playing for a year now. Man, this is a pretty good account, I gotta say. Looking at all these characters, they, of course, because they started playing when Inazuma came out, they don't have Kazuha because they've never met Kazuha. This man has never came across Kazuha before. Wow, they got almost all of the standard banner character except Kaching. And one would argue nowadays Kaching is like the worst one to get, which is really breaks my heart. Back when I first started, Kaching was one of the 2 best ones you could get. It was either Diluc or Kaching on the standard banner, followed by Mona and Jean, and then Chi-Chi was kind of like the end. Nowadays, probably Jean is the best one you can get, followed by Mona. Then Diluc and Chi-Chi are probably similar, and then you got Kaching. Times have really changed, hasn't it? Times have really changed. Don't have Cleed, got Diona, even got Zhongli, Albedo, Ganyu, Zhao, and Hu Tao, along with Ayaka, Raiden, Kokomi, Shenhe, Yaimiko, Ayaka, and Ito. Damn. Zach, you're not a completely free-to-play player, are you, buddy? I don't think Zach is free-to-play, but But I don't think Zach has spent money on artifacts. Have you? I don't think Zach has spent money on artifact. Most people don't spend money on artifacts because that is literally a slot machine. Artifacts are real slot machine with no safe pity. You can keep pulling that lever for the rest of your life and you can probably not get a god tier artifact. And I'm talking like crit rate, crit damage rolled to the max. Don't know. Moment of truth, Zach. Let's take a look at your characters. Okay, there is no way this man is a complete free-to-play. Zach does the first resin refresh. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. One resin refresh isn't too bad. For people playing the game right now, if you don't want characters anymore, if you have like 3 or 4 different teams already built up, probably should start burning some like some primo gems on daily refreshes. Just like the first one. Because if you just do your daily commissions, if you do, okay, I think he already did them. If you just do your daily commissions, you can get enough to do 1 daily refresh, and you will have a little bit left. So, engulfing lightning though. Let's look at the stats. 285, 66, 139. My God. My God. That's some fat, juicy stats, baby. With 2362 attack. This is when Zach, yeah. Junior Iwase says, nah, Zach is free to play. Yeah, by the way, guys, free to play. I got all this free to play, by the way. All this free to play. Yo, it's free to play since July. Well, let's take a look at specifically the stats. So, you can see he's been farming the new domain a lot. When he already has a piece that he's using on one of his main units. Oh yeah, free to play, guys. Just forgot to say, I'm free to play. All those characters plus C3 Raiden and her signature weapon, and I do 1 resin refresh daily. I'm free to play, by the way. Yeah. Totally free. Totally free, totally play. Let's see the artifacts. God, look at that. Close. So very, very close. At this point, this piece is almost irreplaceable. Zach, I got that piece from Abyss Reward. You lucky, lucky man. What is this? A quiet walrus is an impressed walrus. Oh, even here. Zach, off the top of your head, do you know how much resin you've spent on Raiden Shogun? Just for reference to everyone else. Just off the top of your head, do you roughly know how much resin you've already spent on this character? I'm gonna guess north of 20k. North of 20k is safe to assume. If you want, listen chat, if you want stats like this, 20,000 resin, how much do you get per day? How much resin do we get per day? Like 180, 200? Like 3 months worth of resin, pretty much. Farm non-stop 3 months every day. Every drop of resin goes into Raiden Shogun. You can expect something like this close to 3 months. Zach's majority of my resin spent on artifact was on Emblem. Emblem is great though. Emblem has so many uses, right? You got even Yellen now, like Emblem is great on her. You got Xingqiu, you got Zhang Ling, you got, what's her name again? What's her name? Raiden's side girl. Raiden, the president of the Raiden fan club. What's her name? Sarah can use it as well. A lot of characters. Yeah. It's just such high value. And of course, the other piece, the what's the other piece you get from this domain? The one Hu Tao can use the other one. Some Yoimiya players still use it, especially since Shimenawa, yeah. Shimenawa, Yoimiya can use it, Hu Tao can use it, and maybe in the future his character comes out can use it. It's a good piece. It's just that unfortunately it's very limiting in a lot of ways. So I do want to let you guys know, if there is a place you want to dump a lot of resin, and you don't know what to do with it, this domain, you can't go wrong with it, especially because I do think it's not going to get power creep for a long time. Although the best resin to value artifact is still Viridescent, in my opinion. I don't think any artifact in the game right now beats Viridescent in pure value, because Viridescent is working off of that 4-set piece. You're going to have really, it's relatively easy to get a decent set. Yeah, if you want to get a god tier set, you can, but this set is not meant for you to go for a god set. As long as you can get a usable 4-piece set, it can reach very high potential, right? So that's why I say this is the best resin to value artifact set. Emblem is a close second, though. Emblem is. Maidens is so bad, though. I know. But because you're not here trying to min-max every bit of stat, the reason people end up spending so much resin on this is because not only do you need to get, the piece, you also need really specific main and substat. Like, now, let's be honest, getting just an attack percentage, main stat along with some random substats is not that hard. But getting an attack percentage cup along with crit damage, or potentially hopefully also crit rate and energy recharge, and it also rolls really well into crit damage, that's really hard. But let's say for Venti, right, to get an elemental mastery piece with like some energy recharge as a substat is not crazy difficult. And to be honest, you don't even need to roll into the crit recharge substat for Venti. Venti doesn't need it. It doesn't give a damn. This character, you literally just need an elemental mastery main stat, and you're pretty much good to go. Right? How much easier is that, really? It's still hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but you're only chasing one main stat. It eliminates so much. Yeah, like, it's nice. You say, oh my god, crit rate, crit damage, but yeah, you're running elemental mastery. Crit rate, crit damage isn't as important anymore. So, like, I'll bet money that you'll be done farming all 4 pieces for Venti before you're even done farming 1 piece for your Raiden Shogun. I'll bet money on it, because I've just seen so many people literally lose their mind in this domain. So it's very respectable to see people having one character fully specced out to this degree. I do think, Zach, correct me if I'm wrong, is Raiden Shogun the character you've spent the most time and resource on? Or do you have another one? If you do, please let me know. We'll also look at that character. But right now, your Raiden is looking very saucy. Of course, I bet you wish you could get this stat to 69% and your crit damage to 169. That's gonna be, yeah. That's that's gonna be the goal, right? But yeah, so I was right. Zach has spent the most time and resource into Raiden Shogun. Granted, it is a C3 Raiden. Zach, you're like what, hitting for 350, almost 400k sometimes on this Raiden Shogun, correct? Am I correct in assuming that? Yeah, you should be. I'm saying this man is hitting, in Abyss, probably can even hit up to 400k. Depending on the buff that you've chosen in Abyss, this Raiden can hit even higher than 400k. But in the overworld, 300 something k, probably close to 400k, should be doable as well, because he's crowned his burst skill. So yeah, he's around, like, consistently hitting high 300k, maybe low 400k. Abyss can push it close to 500k. If not more. I don't know, though. Depends on the buff, really. All right. Let's take a look at your Raiden fan club girl. C6, of course. Talent level 8, right? Yeah, talent level 8. Nice. High energy regen. Okay, this is very important because I also run this team. I also run this team. So this is very important. This man has put a lot of emphasis on her energy recharge. Like, you guys might look at this and be like, oh no, Sarah's getting gutted. Rip. Well, not really, because the most important thing when it comes to running Sarah in this Raiden team is you guys might think, oh, well, Raiden can just supercharge Sarah and so on and so forth. Well, not quite, all right, not quite. If you don't have Sarah at a high energy regen herself, what ends up happening is her burst will not be ready by the time. Listen, Raiden has an incredible uptime for her burst skill. Her burst cooldown is 18 seconds, and what's the duration? Let me see. Duration 7 seconds. Listen, all right, chat. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Don't laugh. Don't react. So 7 seconds, 18-second cooldown, and then you look at Sarah's burst. It's a 20-second cooldown. So the burst cooldown is only 2 seconds apart, and you always use Sarah's burst first. All right. Why is that? Because again, you need a charge. I'm not gonna go in and find it, but there's this thing. Okay, I'm gonna go in and find it. There's this thing called resolve. I think it's here. For people who don't play Raiden or don't want to think about it, the reason you use her burst first is you want to charge Raiden's resolve. Where is the resolve? Is it in her burst? I think it's this one. Oh yeah, it's this one. Chakra Desiderata. So she builds up this thing called resolve. The number of resolve stack maximum right now is, well, always, it's 60. So when your characters use their burst skills, it charges the resolve. Okay, so because this person has Constellation 1, you see, this is not simple. This is not simple. But follow along with me, all right? Follow along with me. Let's move chat for a little bit. Because this person has Constellation 1. So you see, you guys saw the Chakra Desiderata, which is the thing I just showed you, the resolve stack, which builds up to 60, will gather resolve even faster. So when electro character use their elemental burst, the resolve gain is increased by 80%. When characters have the elemental 20%. So this constellation will help Raiden reach max resolve faster and more efficiently. What ends up happening is a C0 Raiden, you're not getting full resolve. Let's be honest. Unless you're rotating through all of your supports skill twice, burst skill twice, you're not getting full resolve. You almost never use your burst on full resolve. I mean, people in chat right now, listen, if you're telling me you only use your Raiden's burst when she has full resolve, you're like shooting yourself in the feet. Saying Raiden C0 is not designed for you to use her burst at full resolve. Yeah, maybe in the overworld, whenever you stacked up all your support characters' burst like 3-4 times, now Raiden's resolve is max, you can get like a nice big PP damage. But for the most part, you're not. But starting from C1, and if you're running this team variation, you are always using Raiden on full resolve. Get it? That's the difference. A lot of people are sleeping on this Constellation 1 because mathematically on paper, it's not like boosting your damage without conditions. But the difference between, let's say, a 20% resolve meter and a 100% resolve meter is huge. Right, for the most part, C0, you can probably get like a third of the way. So like 30%. You're using 30% of her resolve stack versus a C1 Raiden who will be using 100% of her resolve stack every single time. And guess what? Remember, now keep this in mind. When electro character use their elemental burst, resolve gain is increased by 80%. 80%! That's huge! So if your Sarah struggles to keep up with your Raiden's burst, meaning your Sarah is not able to get her burst back, which is 80 cost, people. It's an 80 cost burst. If she doesn't keep up with Raiden Shogun, your C1 essentially is not being activated. This C1 only activates when your support units use their burst. So you can see how important it is for your supports to cycle through their burst at a very efficient rate. So seeing this person building, well, seeing Zach, not this person, Zach, seeing Zach build such high energy recharge, I hope you guys understand, uptime beats pure damage output any day of the week. What I mean by that is having consistent burst uptime, having consistent skill rotation will outperform a one-hit skill that has really good numbers. Like the damage per screenshot will always lose to consistent damage output. Right. So let's say if Zach instead went with 140 energy regen, and instead here it's like 70 crit rate with 180% crit damage. Yeah, Sarah's gonna hit much harder per burst skill, but guess what? That's gonna affect your Raiden. That's gonna affect your Raiden's damage output. And the Raiden, which Zach has dumped like his entire life savings and and all the RNG. Oh, by the way, my mistake. He's a free-to-play, which Zach has dumped the rest of his life's RNG into, is not going to get the support that the kit was designed that the kit demands, basically, right? Smart. You see, Emblem of Severed Fate. Again, we're looking at this artifact set again. Let's see what's up. God damn. Wait, what? This man just has great artifacts to share with all his units. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Could be better, but I mean, you're having Electro again with triple rolled crit damage. Always good to see. Now I'm curious. Your Xingqiu, also running emblem, good. Your Xiangling, also running emblem, very good. This person's been getting the onset. Look, they got Pyro, Hydro, double Electro. Nice. So they're not switching artifact pieces, each of these characters, and they're all integral, right? For example, Xingqiu is in so many different teams at this point that thank God they came out with Yellen, because this man is about to enter Ganyu levels of overworked when it comes to how many teams he's in. Xiangling as well, in a lot of really strong teams, not as universal as Xingqiu. It's just because Vape teams and a lot of teams nowadays, how should I put this? It's not that they're bad. It's just they're too reliant on Xiangling. And there are teams that Xiangling are in that are non-vape reliant, which can allow her to shine just as much. So it's great to have her own artifact set. You don't want Xiangling to have to yoink like Raiden's artifact. Same, you don't want Sarah to have to yoink Xingqiu's artifacts. These characters should always have their own artifacts. Some more niche units, maybe like Yai Miko, could have her own artifact set, and nobody's gonna fight her for it. But yeah, let's take a look at Venti. Although I do think it's just an elemental mastery Venti. It's an 800 EM, the stringless with probably triple EM, right? Yeah. We saw that earlier. Yeah, you see, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this subset. Is he losing sleep over this? Absolutely not. Don't care. All right, don't care. All the man cares about is this first one. Okay, this one is kind of sad. Like, it's so good, and it has a EM main stat, but it is what it is, people. It is what it is. Xiangling is the only off-field pyro character, right? Like, yeah, she's the only really good one. There are other characters that are off-field that can deal some pyro damage. Toma, and also Yoimiya's burst skill. Ooh. You know, so I'm just saying, Xiangling is like, I don't know how the game has gone on for so long and still only relies on like a chef from Liyue to be consistently doing pyro off-field damage, both for application and for damage, for that matter. And no one else has been able to compete. Kind of sad. Pyro Archon will be the one to replace Xiangling. Hopefully. It's gonna be a huge meme if some random chef from Liyue is like out pyroing the Pyro Archon. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be funny now? So let's continue. There's not much to look at for Venti, honestly. This that's what I've been trying to say, people. You just for all these Anemo characters, it's the same with Kazuha. You just take triple EM, slap it on, and call it a day. Like you're done, baby. You're like that's your character right there. That's your triple S tier, you know, booty smacking character. It's so high value. Like you probably can get away with spending 1,000 resin. No, really, you might just spend 1,000. You spend like 1/20th of the resin you spend for this character on this character, and the yield is amazing. You know, you should, before you like waste all your resin on grind, not waste, before you invest all your resin in the emblem set, you should at least take a chunk of that and invest it into something like this first. I made an artifact list before, like my top 5 artifact, and I did put Viridescence at number 1 for this very reason. Too good, too good. Anyways, 4-piece Noblesse. Is he the only character that still uses 4-piece Noblesse? Who else still? I think Diona uses it, right? Bennett, Diona. Who else? I think that's it. I don't think anyone else is really still using this set. Oh, Mona. Is Mona using it? No, Sarah won't really use it because Sarah performs better with the emblem set. Yeah, Rosaria. Yeah, I can see Rosaria maybe using it as well. Mona. So there's still a handful of people. So you got Bennett, you got Diona, Mona. For the most part, these characters can still use it. It's fine. It's a good set, honestly. It has some good value to it as well. Energy recharge, good. HP, healing bonus. Huh. No, okay, I'm not laughing at his artifact set. I'm just laughing at the fact that I remember back in the day, back when Bennett first came out, people were like stacking attack on him to try to get more attack. I'm just reminiscing those days. Those days when we didn't know any better and everybody was just like scrambling to figure things out. Let's see what people were running for Bennett. Energy recharge, HP present. No. No. Those better be Bennett main DPS. These lads better be running him as a main DPS because, yeah, DPS Benny, yeah. I refuse to believe till this day I mean, I could believe it. It's just people who don't want to do the research, right? They don't want to go cross-reference. They don't want to research. They just try to figure it out themselves. Commendable, but somebody's got to tell them, right? Somebody's got to tell them. What about this? HP? Pyro damage. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. 16.1. That kind of lines up with this, doesn't it? No, you're not telling me. Don't tell me. If the headpiece also has 16 point something, that means these lads are actually out here running triple attack. The same people are running attack. Please. Okay, thank God. Thank God. It's the same people. Wait, why are these people? Why are they running attack and attack? If they're running DPS Bennett, why not Pyro? Why not Pyro damage bonus? What's going on here? I'm trying to figure this out. Yet they don't run attack on his headpiece. Instead, I bet it's the same people who run attack percentage. Now they're running crit rate. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo says, I only I only realized that Bennett can heal after reaching AR 45 while I've been using him since day one. My lord. No Pyro Goblet. Some people run it. 18.5% run it. But yeah, for the most part, you want energy regen on here. It's because it's about uptime. Again, it's about uptime. Energy regen is sitting at 226. Yeah, it should be good. You're running a 5-star weapon on him? Yo, your Bennett's living the life. This man's Bennett is living the life. My goodness. This man's Bennett is living better lives than some of y'all's 5-star characters. Listen, some of this Bennett is holy smokes, spoiled AF. I've seen some people with constellations on their 5 stars not living life like this Bennett. Jesus, golly, okay. Okay. Talent is 179, constellation is C4. And you don't have any more. Wow. Couldn't ruin it for you even if I wanted to. Well, that's the main roster. So this is probably like currently your main go-to team, right? Sparks says, good morning. What did I miss? Oh, no, we're just doing account reviews. We're just talking, having a good time, chilling. Not every stream needs to be Walrus putting on an aluminum hat, you know? Talking about conspiracy theories about how Hoyoverse is out to get us. But oh, stop it. Look at this guy. Free to play. These free to play players really grind your gears, don't they, chat? It's these kind of free to play players. It's these kind of free to play players that makes you mauled like a kettle that's been sitting on a stove for the last 3 years. Jesus Christ. It's these kind of free to... Wait, what? Oh yeah, because you gave her weapon to Bennett for now. Okay, I see. No, you know, chat. Free to play can also mean fun to play. Fun to play, by the way. So, I'm just saying, all right, there's no getting away from it. Let's take a look at your Ito then. Let's take a look. 7258.7. Listen, this person's been playing this game after since 2.1. And this person's already like, you know, well built. Look at these characters. This is like easily a second team now. We're looking at a second team like of Ito, Albedo, Zhongli, and throw in a like anyone. At this point, you can probably throw in not Xingqiu. Any sort of healing. Come on, any sort of healing. Oh, what? Yeah, just throw in Kokomi, whatever. Who cares? Kokomi and Zhongli on the same team. That is overkill if I ever seen it. Look at this Ito though. Look at this Ito chat. Let's take a look at this Ito again. 7258. Mm-hmm. 88 crit damage, by the way. Hey, chat, just saying. This weapon, not broken, by the way. Hey, however, it's not broken, by the way. 88 crit damage. Defense increased by 28%. That's like a fourth. Normal charge attack damage increased by 40% of defense. I'm kidding. It's not broken. It's not broken. Wow. What the hell? If this attack was energy... Okay, Zach, here I have a question for you. Also for chat. Is your energy regen enough? Are you getting his burst on cooldown? Because my before you answer, my bet is no, and sometimes it depends on how many enemies you're killing, or like is more than enough. Damn, 140. The thing is, I'm running. Look, I'm running Ito with my Zhongli. I think I run him with Albedo, so I think I run a 4 Geo team even with Goro. Sometimes there are situations that I find that mine is not enough. The thing is, people like you think should be easy with a 3 times Geo. So as a 70 cost burst, it's not crazy high, but it's starting to get to the higher end. You cannot switch off of him during his burst though. Yes, he can generate particles with his elemental skill. 100%, you are correct. But if you're fighting a boss and you require 2 rotations of his burst, because you're not killing any units, what ends up happening is you're not generating enough particles with just his elemental skill while fighting a boss. In a full Geo team, he would be. I understand what you guys are saying, but understand, when he's using his burst skill, you cannot switch to another unit to provide particles. You can only do it after he finishes. Which, granted, you could once he finishes. Do you have Goro? You do. See... Damn. Damn. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I borderline want to try it. Cause I'm actually trying to. I know I could. Okay, so this is your team. So but I'm too lazy to go try it. So rotation probably like this, 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 swap, boom, 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 boom. For the most part, you should be fine, but like I think that's the problem really only happens when you're fighting bosses. It only happens when you're fighting bosses, because what you don't get the particles for killing. And I see your Zhongli isn't running the Favonius this one, Favonius Lance. If you're running Favonius Lance, it might be enough. I don't know. See? I don't really have a problem because they die. I see what you mean though. When there's a boss, there might be. I don't really have a problem because they die. So here's the thing, right? For example, I know the boss. I know just the boss. I know just the boss. This boss. This one. This is a good one to test it on. Because this boss has appeared in the Spiral Abyss before. And arguably, while your Ito is really strong, I don't think your Ito is killing both of them in one burst cycle. Right? I don't think so. So let's start with Zhongli so we can stack up but Goro using sack bow. Oh, Goro's using sacrificial bow. Which I use 2E to generate particles for Ito. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, so I'll make sure to use it. Alright, wait, let me just switch it around because my thing's a little different. This boss is also a little tricky because the other one penetrates through the shield. All right. Did I miss? Maybe that's why I'm not getting enough energy particles. Maybe that's why. maybe that's why I'm struggling out here. God damn it! Can we just get one burst first? Can we get one first? All right, Goro, make me proud. That's 1. That's 2. And let's go into the burst. Make sure to use his elemental skill. Man, that thing sucks the energy. Yeah, that's unlucky. Maybe this is not a good boss to test it on. But I can see you were getting really close. Does Albedo still have his field available? So there you go. You got your second one. And this one should have the boss dead. So for the most part, it's going to be fine. So the second one is fine. And then after this, I think you can use your elemental skill twice or once during the fight. So for the most part, should be okay. 140, probably like a little higher would be comfortable. Or if you're running Zhongli on his what's that weapon called? If you're running Zhongli on Favonius as well, you probably will have no problem at 140. So 140 is a good spot to be at. I see. My Goro is using the Favonius Warbow, so maybe that's why it's not as straightforward for me. It's like it depends on whether he crits or not, and being aware and constantly switching to him, as opposed to just running the sack sword. I mean the sack bow and just doing elemental skill twice seems to be probably easier for most people. The boss subs your energy through the shield, bruh. yeah, I know. And even then, we were cycling through it just fine. Hanna, what are you doing? So we're cycling through it just fine. Try Primo Bishop. Yeah, we can try the Primo Bishop. You mean this one, right? This thing. Man, I don't know why they don't have a teleporter closer to this. The cool thing, like this is the thing that I think Zhao really needs. If nothing else, just make Zhao able to gain energy particles with his elemental skill during his burst state, and I think Zhao would be in a much better spot. Let's go. I think that's the one thing Ito has above Zhao that really makes me feel like it's slightly unfair. My Zhao has no energy issues too. Yeah, I think you can just use elemental skill twice and then use elemental skill twice and then go into his burst. Plus, when your burst is done, switch to your other characters, generate a couple particles for him, and you'll be fine. Yeah. Khalil says, but then his C6 would be too OP. Khalil, but the thing is, it's nowadays people aren't struggling to generate particles with Zhao anyways. So it's not like his C6 doesn't work on bosses, right? So really, there's nothing to really feel like it's not fair or anything. Against smaller mobs, HoYoverse already has a character like Venti that completely trivialized them anyways. So I'll be honest with you. Even if Zhao generates particle during his burst, and his burst can hit one person and have the same effect, he's still not OP. He would be in line with a lot of the C6 characters nowadays. Zhao's C6 has really lost a lot of its, original value ever since HoYoverse has shifted the game away from groups of mobs to a more like elite focused and a big mob focused meta. And I think even nowadays, let's say if Zhao can hit this thing, if Zhao can hit this one and he can still dash infinitely, he'll be fine. No, really, like his DPS will still be on par with some of the best in the game and not breaking any sort of barriers or ceilings. So let's go with this, and this. There we go. Let's start. Make sure to use his cycle through his elemental skill, or else you're not going to get enough particles. Now that's done. Shield, elemental skill, and E. And Goro still has an additional elemental skill. So yeah, it's fine. That the key here would be Goro running what's the name? Goro running Favonius. So oh my god. It is not free Primo gems. It's that time again. But it's this person's 1 hour early. Did we go through like daylight savings or something? The bot is 1 hour early. The The bot's 1 hour early. So yeah, 140 seems to be the good, a nice place to park yourself at if you can run a high refinement sacrificial weapon on Goro. If you don't have Goro, then someone like Zhongli with Favonius would probably be more suitable. But yeah, this person has Goro, so. But then this team doesn't have any heals, which if you run into anti-shield units like the Pyrolector, the spear, the weird lance spear armored people from Economia, the energy sucking bishops, especially if they appear as like level 100 monsters in the abyss, that's gonna be yeah. So let's move on to Zhao. Man, I'm still salty. Like, I can't believe I didn't get this spear. Often, like, always when we when we play this game and you summon on the weapon banners, you always end up getting like the lesser of the two, right? But for me, for some reason, I ended up getting Yelin's bow rather than Zhao's spear. I want the spear, and I know nowadays like this isn't like the weapon that you should be chasing after. But I just can't get over the fact that I still don't have the spear. Yes, winning, like getting the Yellen bow, I won. I won the 50-50. Yes, I know by all metrics that was the better option to get as opposed to this spear. But I'm just salty that I still don't have this spear. After like playing this game for almost 2 years. Come September, it's going to be 2 years and I still don't have this spear. And no, I am not about to drop $400 just so I can lose the 50-50 and get this spear. No, I'm not about to do that. But this spear has eluded me for a long time. I'm really curious how many years is it going to take for me to finally get it? Yeah. Anyways, salt aside, let's take a look. 83,200. Oh. Oh, you're not. Oh yeah, because you mentioned. Okay, I forgot. You mentioned you haven't farmed the new domain, and you got that piece from the abyss, right? You got it from the abyss. So no wonder your Zhao is running the old set. I mean, the new set, it gives him quite a decent chunk of boost. Like, granted, not insane, but pretty good. But let's see how good your current set is to see if it warrants an upgrade. Okay. This could be your off piece. This could be your off piece if you do choose to switch over. Yeah. It's pretty good, honestly. It is pretty good. I forgot to look at your energy recharge. What's your energy recharge? 131. Okay. Okay. It's a good set. But I do think you could switch over. Do you have Ayato? You do. But what, do you not want to farm the domain? Because I could see nowadays you probably don't need to farm emblem anymore. Like, yeah, your writing could get a little bit better, a little, lucky if you roll certain, like for this one you can get crit rate instead of flat HP. I get it, but you're getting to the point where you're going to be spending like a month, maybe like a couple weeks for one piece of upgrade, as opposed to farming the new domain. You can actually kit out Zhao and Ayato probably in the time it takes to get one good Raiden upgrade piece. This is about like this one we can say diminishing returns, right? I think that there is a case to be made that farming a new domain, granted, if you want to build Zhao, if you actually use Zhao, I see that you have Ito already pretty well built up. So this comes back to the point is how many teams you want to build. You plan to go back to Viridescent for Kazuha, but Viridescent won't eat up too much of your time. Well, now that I said that, it might be a little different. Now that I said that, it might be a little different. But for the most part, I don't think it's going to be eating up too much of your time. Kazuha runs a very similar set to Venti. Zach, you jinx me. You are. At worst case scenario, just throw Venti's set onto Kazuha. Worst case scenario, you're just like in there for 3 months, and you're like, I haven't got a single elemental mastery drop in 3 months. Blizzard Strayer? Do you need to farm Blizzard Strayer? Wait. Oh, you do have... Oh. Oh. Blizzard Strayer is so damn easy to farm as well, man. Like, this artifact set is so easy to farm. Well, now that I've said it, it's not going to be that easy anymore. But yeah, Ayaka only needs crit damage. She needs close to no crit rate. To be honest, you just need to get 1 crit rate headpiece, and that's enough for her entire set. Dark FTL says, one guy showed me his VV set yesterday. Not even 1 EMP since release. That's a fat L. That man has been donating his RNG to the rest of us since the servers opened. Salute to our fallen brother and sisters. Without those people, there won't be people like us who gets it within 1,000 resin for all 3 pieces. When do you think Hoyoverse is going to release a male cryo DPS? Male cryo, now that you mention it, I think there is a certain somebody who's kind of dark-skinned that you got way back, you know? Like way back when you first started the game. Kind of sus looking, you know? From a lost country of origin. Kaya is pretty good. No, really. Like, you guys might think I'm memeing. Kaya is pretty good, especially with a couple constellations. He starts ramping up really good. Very comfortable to use. Very easy, straight line, straightforward as well. You can build him with a couple artifact sets. If you want to optimize for damage, you can go for Blizzard Strayer and just go full out. But honestly, I think the better one is it's like an off-field cryo support. But if you're talking about a main DPS cryo unit, like an on-hit cryo unit, probably Fontaine. I'm thinking Fontaine, you will probably get a nice solid cryo DPS, like for a male. It's gonna like be drippy as fuck. But then again, anyone could be a cryo main DPS, you know? Anyone. Name one man you want to be a cryo main DPS. I'll make it happen right now. With this character. This man can make anyone a crowd DPS. This man plus a Shenhe, you're like, dude, hey, what do you mean? What you mean? Haven't you heard of Cryo Zhongli? Cryo Zhongli? Cryo Xingqiu? Cryo Xingqiu? Hello? Hello, broken? Cryo MC? But Fontaine probably is when I think the first male cryo DPS is coming out. As we continue through this review, I'm going to skip Shenhe as she's mostly a support. I want to take a look at your Ganyu. I saw your Ayaka. Wait! No, I have a question, Zach. What have you been running on Ayaka? She's level 90. She's level 90, but you don't... Like, this is the biggest mystery. I want to play like some really mysterious music right now, but like I don't want to get copyright striked. But just imagine very mysterious music play, like you know the music from Death Note. Like I'm just thinking like, what did this man run on this character until level 90? 2-piece attack. Like random ones. Oh, I don't really use her. Yet she is level 90. My dude. Free to play, by the way. Free to play. Also got her talents up. Damn. Yaimiko. Listen. Alright, now that we're on Yaimiko, listen, chat. Listen. She better be getting a dedicated artifact set come next patch. Yeah, insert the X-File meme with Ayaka. Exactly, that music. That soundtrack. She better. Like, if she doesn't, then we might be waiting for a year. And the thing is, if she gets her Electro artifact set, I wish it works with Kaching. And I don't need Kaching to be OP. I don't need Kaching to be broken. I just need Kaching to kind of be elevated, just bumped up a little bit. It's weird to see characters get released nowadays without their artifact set. But Yaimiko is one of those characters. Like, she's stuck running like these weird offset options. She could still work though. With Sith R5. Listen, there's people with like there are people who are honestly free to plays who have R5 with Sith. I don't know where people keep pulling these weapons from, but this has got to be the most commonly R5 non-free to play weapon. Because really, with Sith is not a free to play weapon. Yet so many people have so many copies of it. Listen, free to plays in chat right now. Do you have a like maybe not R5? Do you have a high refinement with Sith that you just have sitting around for no reason? Like free to plays. How many free to plays just has one of these at like R3 just sitting around for no reason? And then you're just like, oh wait, what? I have a wit Sith sitting at high refinement. Yeah, see, most people have it at R2, R3, and then like they don't ever use it until Yaimiko came out. It's like, oh wait, what? I have a wit Sith. So many. Yeah, R3 seems to be like this has got to be one of the this one along with the frickin' purple one. You have to have it. This one. Eye of Perception. Free to plays. Please. Tell me I'm not crazy. This has got to be the weapon that appears out of nowhere the most. At least on my account. This weapon is just popping out when you least expect it. Eye of frickin' Perception. The only thing it's perceiving is the fact that it knows we don't want it. That's why it keeps coming. Like, holy smokes, man. Why is this in the game? Like, is Lisa's best in slot or something? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. But this weapon is like, it's so troll. I just can't. Every time I'm pulling on the weapon banner, doesn't matter if this thing is raid up or not. It might as well be, because I always get it. Anyways, with that little rant out of the way, let's take a look at this Yaimiko who's still a 4-star artifact. Damn. You can tell this man's bias to his electro units when Raiden is like rocking artifacts that look like this. Meanwhile, your girl Yaimiko has a 4-star artifact in the arsenal. Bro, come on, give the girl some luck. Show some love. Come on, man. Don't be like, it's okay if you're biased, but don't make it so obvious, man. I can't. Obviously this is your middle child. This is your middle child because you got Raiden first, probably, and then you got Yaimiko second, and you're expecting a third being Kaching. Kaching's gonna get spoiled like crazy, and Yaimiko, the middle electro child that you have on your team, is just completely ignored. It's true, people. How many people in chat are the middle child? Hands in chat. How many in chat are middle child? Is it true that the middle one always gets ignored? Look, see, Zach says, yeah, I'm gonna spoil Kaching so much. Just give me her game. This man has Kaching's weapon already summoned before he even has the character. This man already has a level 90 Misper. And Yaimiko's rocking the Witsith that probably he found in the dumpster outside. Bro, I feel so bad. Yaimiko is the middle child. Kisa Paula says, I'm the 7th. I don't exist. Bruh. 7th. Does any of your siblings play Genshin? Yo, chat, hold on, chat. I might gain an extra 6 subscribers right here. Wait, Kisa, does any of your siblings play Genshin? Imagine building Kaching in 2022. Listen, Kaching has long since surpassed meta. Kaching is a culture. Can we all agree on that? Okay, maybe not all. Like people who don't care won't agree, but people who have built Kaching isn't meta. She's culture. All right. All my siblings' kids play though. You must be the cool auntie then. Ah, you must be the cool auntie. Listen. Tell the kids there's actually don't. I don't want you to be responsible when your siblings, like your brothers and sisters, come to you like, did you tell my kid to subscribe to some dude called like EroticWalruss? She's 7. Okay, she's 7. I don't want to end up. And then like you show them the clip, like, oh no, like this guy told me to do it. No. I'm not about to get into all that. No. I'm good. You know what? On second thought, I'm good. Hey. Kisa, love to have you with us, man. love to have you with. Oh, they're adults. You know what to do. You know what to do. So, anyways, actually, it's pretty damn good. Wait, what the hell? This is even pretty good. Okay, I mean it's good. 74,209, but that's mainly because Witsith is also kind of cracked. I think the only place Yaimiko has for the most part where she feels really good is like inside a Raiden team is what I've found. Like Raiden, Yaimiko with like Bennett, and then running someone like Sucrose with or something. Or you can run like a Mona team with her, like I've seen it work as well, but she does feel a little awkward, just a tad awkward. Her auto attacks doesn't feel like her auto charge combo doesn't feel very fluid. So running her as a main DPS oftentimes just feels like you're sitting there, I don't know, like enchanting something. Support DPS is where she is. Burst support, you guys can see her shine very. She's very prominent in those roles as well. So it's just like unfortunate, man. I think her artifact set, once it comes out, the 4-set piece hopefully can offer some sort of special niche utility that could be utilized by Yaimiko to elevate her to I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know where to start to fix this character, because sure you can give her more damage, but like so what? Know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels awkward to play her at times. You use her elemental skill 3 times, you use her burst, now her elemental skill's off cooldown, you drop 3 elemental skill again. It takes quite a long time, and, well, I guess if you give her more damage, it's justified. It's justified to use her for that long. Like 1, 2, 3, that's like 1.5 seconds. Use her burst, which is like 3 seconds, including the animation. And then you go back to 1, 2, 3, that's like 3 seconds, 4.5. And then 4, 5, like almost 7 seconds. She's on field for like 7 seconds. Is it justified? Then again, she could stay off field for a long time as well. I mean, for a while, not a crazy long. Not she's by no means like an albedo. If her elemental skill is like albedo, the duration is like albedo. Like at least give her like 21 seconds of duration. It's gonna be really good, because I don't like it when I have to constantly think about resetting her elemental skill again for her to be an elemental like a burst support or a support DPS. It just feels like she demands too much attention. She demands too much attention and field time. Dark FTL says, I joined your Discord like a week ago, and first thing we did was Theorycraft Razor on 4-piece Echo set. That's a cool thing about my Discord. Like my Discord by no means is like really meta heavy, so the people in there can actually follow like a weird train of thought and theorycraft on some weird stuff and not feel like they're wasting time on non-meta BS. Pretty cool. Kwangbe says, what do you think if Kokomi burst effect interchange with Yai? That'd be pretty cool. No, honestly, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. But it kind of takes away a little bit of her characteristics. I guess, you know, I think Yai should have been a more like on-hit mage, if you guys know what I mean. I think she should have been more hands-on. I think you should have been able to rely her more as an on-field damage option as well. So right now her role is either a support DPS or a burst support. They're different categories. But I think what it should have been was either a burst support or an on-field DPS. That's what I think she should have been. Make her like charge attack 1.5 times faster, and like you said, change her burst with like make it in a similar way to Kokomi's, like buff her up, and every time she strikes, maybe like a lightning will follow down. Like she has a normal attack followed by a lightning strike, and on top of that, she has her elemental skill also striking lightning. So it's just a lot of electro coming down, raining down, and you have stagger resistance on her, so she doesn't get hit away. She kind of goes into this fox form, and she can like you can just normal attack, charge attack. It increases her charge attack speed as well. So she's just like this on-field blazing electro fox lady. That would have been so cool to play, but instead we got this like one tap 3 elemental skill kind of character. It is what it is. Listen, people, it is what it is. I think there's no real point in feeling bad about it, but it's such a shame. This character, I think it's one of the biggest missed opportunities in the game, in my opinion. On another timeline, maybe, Walrus. Yeah, I know. Unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. You got Ayato built up as well with the Primordial Jade Cutter. I didn't get Ayato's weapon either. 84-211. Yeah. That 44% crit rate. Man, you really need to go farm the artifacts. You need to go farm the artifacts. But maybe not. Maybe not. Because you shouldn't be rushing into all these characters. You still have to work on, like, I would say building Ayaka first is going to be nice. You don't have a freeze team built up. I realized. After looking at all this, you don't have a freeze team built up. When Kazuha comes in, Kazuha is one of those characters that works really well with Ayaka, so you won't even have Ayaka built up. I guess you could try with Raiden, but Raiden, you already been trying it with Venti, so it's like not that weird or like different, or you're not going to see as big of a damage buff per se, but yeah, Ayaka probably should be your next one. I want to take a look at your Ganyu, actually. Oh, surprise, Ganyu didn't get, this free-to-play didn't get that lucky with, I mean, with Hu Tao, not Ganyu. With Hu Tao. Running the deathmatch. Oh. Okay. Okay. R4. Man, what kind of... Man, what kind of RNG is this? Chat, this man's RNG is so good. He pulled a BP only weapon. Man, don't you wish you had Artifact as good as this man? Artifact so clean, you'd be pulling BP only weapons. Free, yeah. Hey guys, free to play by the way. free to play by the way. Wanderer's Troop with Crimson Witch of Flames. Now that is something you don't see every day. HP. I'm interested to see how many... Chat, okay, before I click this button, what do you think the percentage of people running attack percentage Hu Tao is? Just give a rough number, chat. What is the percentage you think we'll see people running attack percentage Hu Tao? I think 20%. I think 20%. Around 20, like probably 15 to 20%. So probably I'll say 17.5, like 17%. 17.5% are running attack percentage on Hu Tao. Yeah. Someone says 69%. All right, let's take a look. Oh, close. 15%. How is there more people running attack percentage Hu Tao than elemental mastery Hu Tao? I can understand if you were running EM. Like, I totally get it. You know, I get it. But how is there more people running attack percentage over EM? No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. What? There's more people running attack percentage than HP as well on what? There's someone out there running triple attack Hu Tao. That's what I concluded. Man. Pretty good though. Honestly, these artifacts though, pretty good. Not this one. Because it's from the Crimson Witch domain. So by default, our RNG in the Crimson Witch domain is reduced by 50% by default. Wait, why is this is your off piece. That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't have Hu Tao, actually sad. Well, you see, Hu Tao is one of those characters where, honestly, give some time, I think Yoimiya is going to catch up to her eventually. Nowadays, if you have Zhongli, Yellen, running a, oh, maybe not Zhongli. Actually, yeah, Zhongli. You need Zhongli. It's weird. I was trying I think you guys, if you guys been watching my videos, I've showcased, well, actually, that account was, Flowcat's account. So we tried out Yellen with, Yoimiya, with Yunjin and Zhongli. Oh my god, like the damage output was just, and his Yoimiya was not well built, people. Like I'm no cap, people. I think there's a chance Yoimiya's be hitting 80Ks to 100Ks on her like last hit along with Yellen with like a well built Yunjin. It's listen, chat. I'm not out here like trying to cap or exaggerate by any metric. Yunjin with Yellen on a Yoimiya, like C6 Yoimiyas, I don't even want to know what they're hitting now. Like C6 Hu Tao along with like C6 you can build the best Hu Tao team. Hu Tao at C6 is not gonna hold the candle anymore to C6 Yoimiya. Listen, you can build C6 Hu Tao with like any C6 unit you want in the game. But if you give Yoimiya C6 and C6 Yellen, even if you have C6 Yellen working with Hu Tao, I think Yoimiya will take the cake. Because Yoimiya C6 already inherently buffs her character a lot. I've seen Yoimiya do 81k on final hit, and that's probably a C0 Yoimiya. Not even C1. C0 Yoimiya with Yellen can hit 81k now. It's not even like hard. Like C0 Yellen, C0 Yoimiya can hit 81k. It's not even difficult. Listen, chat, it's not difficult. And that's not counting all the hits that she's been doing up until that final hit. It's honestly kind of scary, right? Honestly kind of scary. I might save up for C6 Yellen for the next rerun. She is so good to use. Yeah, the good thing is C6 Yellen is just meta redefining. Like you guys might think I'm kind of like, she is giving you access to such a huge portion of additional power that she is introducing new power ceilings to the game. People understand that. She's opening up new options in the game. It's a great character. A great character, honestly. How about C6 Ayato with C6 Yunjin? I don't know. I haven't tried, but I would believe if you pair Yellen in there, like, would be a really good team as well. See, Dimask says, my Yoimiya C0 67 187 Rust R1 hits 65k with Bennett and Yunjin. Can be more. Yeah, and that's not without Yellen, right? So if you have Yellen in there, imagine your last hit with that extra 50% bonus, you're at 100k. And that's R1 Rust, people. That's R1 Rust. I think Hoyoverse has done overall really good job with Yellen as a character. I don't think she feels broken though. Understand, it's very different to say she is, you know, like she is game changing as opposed to broken. When I say game changing, is she opens up a new avenue, new possibilities, and opens up teams that were not like as meta. Like Yoimiya teams, while a lot of people were playing them, they weren't really stepping into the meta. But now with Yellen, Yoimiya could very well be played in meta contention with a lot of other top damage option teams, right? Yoimiya's issue before was consistency and ceiling. Now the ceiling has been raised much higher. Consistency also has to do with who's in her team, right? Having a Zhongli shield, making sure you cycle through your skills properly, making sure you understand what artifacts you're running with her, her shortcomings, right? Her disadvantages are being addressed, then yeah, you can make her very consistent. So, well done. Ghost Hutcher says, hey, Sexy Walrus, what's up, my man? Welcome, welcome. We're just kind of going over an account review while we talk a little bit about Yellen and the current state, right? And also talking about Genshin Impact. Pretty good. Things are looking good. Hopefully next patch we're getting the islands again. I really want to be able to share the islands with a lot of the newer players. So someone like Zach, whose account we're reviewing right now, has no idea what the islands are. Has no idea what the islands are about. The islands are fun. All right. had a lot of like cool games and game modes. But I think we're pretty much reaching the end of our account review. We took a look at a lot of these characters. Probably the best free-to-play account I've ever had the honor of reviewing. This man's free-to-play RNG is just on a different level, right? Like I'll be honest, I've never seen a free-to-play with a deathmatch. This guy must be cut from a different cloth than the rest of us. So, yeah, let's take a look at the characters. I think as we've been reviewing, this guy already mentioned, yes, they are indeed interested in Kazuha. So it's a smart move to save Yellen for the rerun. Pick up Kazuha. You don't have Yoimiya anyways, so one of Yellen's best teams, in my opinion, with Yoimiya right now, is not going to be available to you regardless. Picking up Kazuha, I think you can skip Klee Tartaglia for as long as they keep rerunning. You can keep skipping them. You already got Raiden Constellations. Some things you can work towards. I think it's really time for you to consider taking your account and building it vertically, like building it upwards. I think for the most part, you really should be focusing on Ayaka. She's a wasted potential if you don't focus on her because you already have her weapon. That's the thing. Ayaka's weapon gives her such a huge damage buff. Yeah, you're going to be sharing that weapon with Kaching, but for the meantime, if Ayaka does have a rerun again, you can consider building her up vertically, Constellations, all the whatnots. Kazuha, you're definitely going to pick up. Raiden Shogun's already pretty much fully built out. Ito's pretty well built as well. Honestly, you can't go wrong with Ito Constellations either. This guy at C6 it's just how do you explain it? He's like a one-man army. He's a one-man army. This guy is just scary at the amount of damage output he can do at C6. Honestly, him and Zhao at C6, they're not very comparable anymore. I'll be honest with you. Ito C6, his entire constellation flows so well into the character, he becomes like a damn near flawless damage machine. Whereas Zhao still has caveats and issues here and there. He gets a couple like stat paddings and he get like bonus defense. Like what the is that? But yeah, the difference between Zhao and Ito grows further apart the higher constellations they become. And that's not me saying it. Go ask any Zhao main, like in CN, in EN, in any like the Giga Whales who have both of these characters at C6, they say Ito feels so much better to play than Zhao at C6. This character is like, if you're comparing it to Zhao, he's not balanced. Okay? He's not balanced. But I don't think you should really, worry about this. I think for now, focusing on maybe Ayaka, maybe. I mean, you're gonna get Kazuha for sure, but the next one probably is Ayaka. I think for a long while, she's going to be like a staple in many teams. Damn, this character Constellation is pretty good as well. But I think the reason people don't talk about Ayaka too much is mainly due to the fact that her at C0 is already so good that you don't really need C1 or C2. But a C2 Ayaka is pretty good in many scenarios if you can make her freeze team work. You want me to take a look at your Ganyu? Okay, let's take a look at your Ganyu. 64,208 with 100. Damn, that's getting close. If you only went one more into this one, you would have been a 30. Oof. Oh, wow. Look at that. Back-to-back 27. Oh. There it is. 31.1. That's a little. Huh. This man has 230+% crit damage artifacts for his Ganyu. Make no mistake, chat. These are two separate artifacts. He has two 27.2%, and then he has two 30+% all on the same character. Yeah. Zach says 64.1 crit rate is basically 99.1 because cryo resonance and her passive. Yeah, exactly. So honestly, I would say you're pretty overstacked, but as long as it's not above 100%, hey, who cares, right? I'm just saying this guy, and he crowned her. Consolation? Dew Drinker. You don't have Dew Drinker, and you call yourself a free-to-play, Zach? You call yourself a free-to-play, and you don't even have C1 Ganyu? What kind of free-to-play don't have C1 Ganyu? Yeah, so chat, if you guys ever wondered where your artifact RNG went, this is where it's at. This man probably sucked out like half the nations, half the servers RNG, and the man doesn't even live in America. Bruh, Shenhe Ganyu Zhongli in one patch, my wallet has feelings too. Ignore it. Bottle it up. Tell the wallet to take a hike. Because Dew Drinker, man, Dew Drinker is something else. He must be related to M-Tash. Yeah. Okay, next we run C1 Ganyu. That is such a huge boost in damage. Look at this. Blooms decreases opponent's cryo res by 15% for 6 seconds. A hit also regenerates. So, you know what this means? This means that from going forward, before you use your Ayaka's burst skill, you use her charge attack. Or after Ayaka uses her burst skill, you use her charge attack. That's a 15% cryo resistance and regenerates 2 energy for Ganyu. Right? It's pretty efficient. I don't know if you're struggling with her burst. I don't think so. I think most Ganyus should never be struggling with a 60 cost burst. But you never know. Running her in like you can run Ayaka, Ganyu, Kokomi, and Shenhe. And I'm telling you, man. Oh. Goodbye. No free primos. Not welcome here. We only welcome free primo scams here on the EroticWalruss channel. Is it that good? I don't know much about it, so I didn't poke it. Okay, Zach, all the memes aside, it's not as good as some of the other constellations out there, but it used to be one of the best. I'd say this C1 is... Hold up. Top 5. I think this C1 is still top 5 in the game. And that's saying a lot. Moonlight says, bro, why they keep coming? When you're streaming on YouTube and you get over a certain amount of viewers, I've seen these people like just target you. They have some sort of yeah. So basically, I'm blaming chat for us being for there being too many people in chat. I'm kidding. Don't leave. Don't leave. Yeah, but they have some sort of algorithm. They just target and they mass spam all these. I don't know why YouTube hasn't looked into it. I have over 20 of their different accounts banned. So. Yeah, they have some sort of algorithm, like just weird AI shit that's just keep targeting us. Doesn't matter. Until they give us free Primo Gems, it doesn't matter. It probably also helps that Erotic is the streamer's name. Damn. Yeah, YouTube is too busy fixing stuff that nobody asked for. Yeah. Can we please fix raids, please? I mean, not raids, whatever they call it. Like stream redirects, that kind of cringy ass names. Come on, please. YouTube, fix it. I have so many content creators that I can mingle with on YouTube if they fix that. But yeah, good account. Listen, this is a really good account. And you can tell because this person not only spent the money getting the characters, but they also spent the time and resin grinding these characters. And they said they only do 1 resin refill per day. And they've been playing since July. So listen, chat, you guys could get this in 6 months. All your accounts could potentially look something like what this person has in terms of artifact. Half a year, that's all it takes. And whales who come in, listen, all right, if you guys need motivation right now, just think about it like this. In what game have you been able to dominate a whale? Listen, if you spend the time right now, you go away from this video, you put on your hard-working bandana, right? Bandana, or your headband, and be like, 100 resin per day keeps the credit cards at bay. And you just go hard on artifact. Just don't care about what you get. Just go grind. Don't worry about losing value. Just keep grinding. In 6 months' time, I guarantee you somebody can drop $10,000, $20,000, $40,000 in this game in one sitting, and they won't even come close to you. All right? But that all comes from consistent hard work that you're putting in, day out. This isn't surmountable easily by money. Yes, give the whales like, I don't know, 2-3 months. Yeah, they might be at your level. But then again, in what games has a whale been having to spend thousands, tens of thousands of dollars just to be on the same level as you? Genshin is like one of the only gacha games that gives you the opportunity to flex on a whale despite being a free-to-play. Granted, that's if you work hard. 30 minutes a day. That's less than some people spend watching some questionable content in a dimly lit room. I don't think I need to go any further. All right? So here's the announcement. Oh yeah, so while I still have you guys all here, this time next week, we're going to be doing a giveaway. We're going to be doing a giveaway for Zhao. Our wallet Archon isn't here with us right now, but it is from Huanglei. So we're going to be giving away a Zhao. So if you guys want a chance to win, you could. I might have to specify with Huanglei, but I think this one is open to everyone. Anyone can enter. Just be here. Same time next week. All right? Mark it down. Oh, Hanna. Oh, come here. Come here, Palukita. Look at her face. Look at her face. Oh, Hanna. Oh. Okay, Hanna. Come up. Come up. Come here. Hanna. Good girl. Oh. Oh. Hanna, are you here? Are you here to announce? Oh. She likes it like this. So yeah, just be here same time next week. Anna, why don't you want to look at chat? Why don't you want to look at chat? All right. Let's okay, never mind. She doesn't want to turn around. Ice Emperor says, it's been 7 months since I last seen the sun. It's cold down here in Walrus' basement. Every day I dream Walrus is gonna finally review my account. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. I'll get what you want to eat. I'll get you some good food tonight. I'll get you some good food tonight. It's a special day. Special occasion. I got paid today. Burning Paper Sun says, my cat is probably outside fighting over cats. Petition to release Ice from the basement. No. I need Ice. I need Ice. Buy him more of me. That's cheap food. That's fast food, bro. Oh, Hana. Okay. Okay, just one look. Chat wants to see your face. Don't you, chat? Look, doesn't she look so amused? Doesn't she look so amused? Doesn't she look so excited? So exciting! Very nice, very nice. Good girl. Okay, okay. You can come back to Papa's. You can come back to there you go. She looks so confused, yeah. I bet. That's a Zhao face. She's so mellow though. Look, she's so mellow. She's 4 years old right now, right? I think she's 4 years old. Yeah, she's 4 now. Damn. Oh, she's 3. She's turning 4. She's turning 4. Yeah, she's turning 4 this year. Look, I'm letting go. I'm not even holding on to her. She always does this. She just wants to sit here. Like, look, I'm not even holding her. She just wants to chill here. Look at her little ears. Ooh, ooh. So yeah, people wondering, next week, be here on stream. We're gonna be pulling for one winner for Zhao. Ooh, the hair. And also, also, if we want to pick Yellen instead, I have to go ask Kwanglet because this is her giveaway. She's the one sponsoring it. I don't know if she's gonna be okay. She's a huge Zhao fan, so I think she wants Zhao. She wants more people who want Zhao to be Zhao havers. Oh, Hana. Oh, kuchu. Walrus flexing his relationship with his cat. Yeah. We have a nice relationship. She loves Dada. Oh, love the Why are you moving backwards when I try to give you a kiss? Why are you looking away? Ooh, come on, Beluga-chan. Beluga-chan, don't you want to hold? Now, why don't you say hi to chat? I know you feel. You look perfect. So that pretty much brings us towards the end of the stream. Hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys are staying safe. Dark FTL says, by the way, Walrus, don't you think getting characters bought by someone takes some pride away? Oh, it really depends. It really depends on if you already tried your best. Let's say somebody who's been saving. What are you doing? What are you doing? You have to feed her. You got cat hair all over me. Oh my goodness. It's in my mouth, in my nostrils, in my ear holes. Which comment said to feed her snacky snack? You mean your comment? Look at this chat. Beluga-chan wants me to feed Hana in front of you guys. Then somebody has to hold her up for me then. Okay, come on. Come on, Beluga-chan. Come here. Introducing the one and only Beluga-chan. Look, this is if it's not this high, chat can't even see it. Come on, Beluga-chan. Oh, look, it's here, Hana. Ooh, what are you gonna do, Hana? Oh, Hana, you're gonna have to come all the way up here. Look, Hana. Oh, but I need help. Okay, you have to show chat your hand. It has to be higher. It has to be like here. Oh, Beluga-chan showing off her arm. Oh, very cool.
After the fish haul.
This is how we bribe the cats to love us. No, no more, no more, no more. Don't worry, chat. I'm just doing what you guys probably want to do to your cats as well. I know Michi, he's too big. Okay. So all the announcements are done. Yes, I became a channel member for this content. Cat internally. Where's Michi? No, Michi's over there. He's too big. He's too big. Okay, Beluga-chan, you have to make an entrance with Michi Maru. Come on, Beluga-chan. Okay, no.
Today is my day off.
Okay, Michi, come here. Michi. Alright, I'll end stream after I show you guys Michi. Michi. Alright, Beluga-chan. You gotta come here, Beluga-chan. Michi's too big, so he has to be... Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied? Why are you so big? Why are you so big? Why are you so heavy? Okay. There we go. Thank you, chat, for tuning in, as always, on a Saturday evening for me, morning, Sunday morning for you guys. Wish you guys the best of luck, and I'll see you guys next time for more account reviews. Michi is C6. Yeah, I think I fed him a little too much. Till next time, stay safe. Peace, peace. Bye-bye.